we got to bring the price points down on some of these vehicles if we really want consumers to get after it. What is going on, guys? I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you are new to the channel, listen up, turn your ears on, because we are changing the giveaway from 500 subs to the first 100 subs. At 100 subs, we are going to do a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. All you have to do to get entered in to win is drop a sub and leave a like. Let me know in the comments that you did so. Let me know what your favorite company is. I would love to talk stocks with you guys. I am passionate. Thank you so much for being here, and we are going to get into today's Nikola update. So Nikola had a really bad day today. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, they did not have a good day at all. The thing that I think was really driving the movement here was you have all these other EVs coming onto the market via IPO and via SPACs and all these different ways that a company can enter into the exchange. With Chinese companies and with all these other companies like Helion coming onto the market, it's really going to put the pressure on Nikola. So I think that's one reason why you saw kind of the sell-off today, as well as Tesla had a really bad day. So when the big daddy of EVs has a bad day, usually everybody underneath them is going to have a bad day. And this was not, Nikola was not the only company to have a down day. Nio was another one that had a bad day. So Nikola had a bad day today, but fear not, I don't think that it is really anything they did. I think it's just the market as a whole, EVs in general sold off pretty hard today. And obviously Tesla, which was super bought up, that's having a natural pullback. Also some announcements that a hedge fund had to basically get rid of some of the positions they had just because they were becoming over leveraged in Tesla. So hedge funds will often do that. They can't exceed a threshold of the amount of shares that, or percentage of the portfolio that they can have in a company. So that's one reason you saw Tesla sell off, as well as they were issuing $5 billion worth of shares. So that definitely weighed on Nikola, because if the kind of top dog in EVs is down, usually everybody underneath is going to be down as well. That was one reason. The next reason, I think, is you're seeing all these other smaller companies very similar to Nikola hitting the market. Xpeng was the most recent one. You have Nio, which is a Chinese company, and then you've got Helion, which is set to hit the IPO market pretty soon. And this is all pressure that is going to be put on Nikola, and it's essentially all eyes on them. And they really are in the driver's seat of their share price. They can't sit quiet for much longer. I mean, they had a very quiet past couple of days, and even last week, Trevor Milton's only tweets were essentially about his dogs. And then he put out a tweet today, putting it on screen now, essentially saying he's been heads down in work. And hopefully, as a Nikola fan, this means that we're going to be getting some news soon on who their OEM is to produce the Badger, as well as all the other good stuff that they're talking about. They did also release some, clay model rendering and stuff of their team working on the off-road vehicle that they're producing, which is stupid overpriced. I mean, we got to bring the price points down on some of these vehicles if we really want consumers to get after it. I don't see people buying, $100,000 truck. I don't see people buying, $80,000 just souped up dune buggy. The market for that is not there. The price point has to come down if they're going to be successful. The fact that, we have had a quiet couple of days from Trevor Milton, who is usually super outspoken, is either really good or really bad. Because, I think if you're coming out with really good news, if you're Nikola right now, ahead of, September 22nd, which is Tesla's battery day, you put yourself at, some risk to where, let's say, they come out with really good news on September 22nd. That means Tesla comes out with really good news, and then essentially everything prior is going to be overshadowed with all the other EVs. But let's say Tesla comes out with good news, but Nikola also comes out with really good news. You could see the share price rewarded. But let's say Tesla comes out with disappointing news to investors for their battery and everything that they have going, and then Nikola comes out with this really great news. Hey, we have an OEM for the Badger. We have plans to produce all of our hydrogen plants across the U.S. Look at us go. And then investors see that as an opportunity. Okay, they're delivering on their promises. We kind of overhyped Tesla. So I think Nikola is kind of playing their cards really close to the vest. They want to see what's going to happen September 22nd. And sometimes if you're quiet for too long, it kind of hurts. And I think that's what we're seeing here. The stock is definitely stabilized in the $40 to $42 range, but it's not going to be like that for always. You're going to have to come out with some news, and you're going to have to deliver. The other thing I do want to throw out there is I've seen some stuff online, and I think it's really interesting, and I do want to call it out. And, you know, everybody says that, you know, Nikola is trying to throw the wool over your eyes and not be transparent or anything like that. And this is one thing that I'm like kind of scratching my head. I'm like, this is really annoying, is their production plant that they're building in Arizona. They have begun the groundbreaking, right? They have the ceremony and everything like that. They're moving dirt and, you know, getting, you know, pipes and all that stuff laid, but they have not technically been approved by the city to begin actual construction of the building, and that is scheduled for sometime in September. So they're really not going to have any movement on their plant being built until then, and it's unfortunate because I wish they would be a little more transparent and forthcoming with this information. It would be something that obviously would negatively affect the share price if a lot of people knew about it. But I want to be transparent with you guys, and I want to be fair on both sides. Like, I am a Nikola shareholder, yes, so I'm rooting for their success. I want to trust them and put their money where their mouth is. But, you know, I also do have to be a little bit objective about it and, you know, give you guys some of the facts. Now, on the same side, you know, Trevor Milton, and everybody's like, dude, this dude's a con artist. He's a schmuck. He sucks. Say what you want about the guy, but he gave over $200 million of his own personal shares of Nikola to the first 50 employees. So I think that is pretty cool. Now, as long as these 50 employees aren't like family members and extended family members, then I think that this is a really charitable thing for him to do. I don't think anybody who is, you know, that wealthy, or, you know, anybody who we, you know, call a schmuck or super greedy or just a con person, I don't see them doing this unless they are playing the long con and they are way smarter. And in that case, man, take my couple grand that I have invested in your company. Yeah, like, you deserve it. You mess with everybody. You put $250 million, you just pooped that out and then gave that away, so it'd con us. Like, I don't know. I genuinely think that he's just a really good sales guy. I think that he's super passionate about his product. He wants other people to be passionate about it and get on board. And we're in the day and age where you're paying for crazy valuations on companies that don't have a lot of revenue. You're betting on what they say they're going to do even before they've done it. Take Tesla. I'm not beating up on Tesla, but the valuations are insane. The market cap is insane, guys. Like, the revenue that they put out monthly and quarterly is super small compared to the other companies that are valued at the same amount that they are. And I know, obviously, it's tongue-in-cheek. When we're looking at Nikola, they have zero revenue. Their earnings per share is negative. But, you know, everybody's betting on what they say they're going to do. So it's the same for all these companies. Investors are very wrapped up in the future. And as long as they can deliver on some of those checkpoints that they've laid out and not stay quiet for too long, hopefully we can breach past the $42, $45 a share mark, and then sky's the limit from there. So before we go, today in history, Japan officially accepts the surrender terms. So yesterday was the first day of the war back in 1939, and then today apparently it all ended. So that is pretty interesting that it happened one day apart, like, you know, several years obviously, but that is very, very interesting and something I did not know. And if you didn't know, we changed the giveaway from 500 subs to the first 100. So all you have to do is freaking subscribe, share the video around, drop a like. Look, guys, we're trying to grow. Like, how awesome would it be to do this for a living and, you know, live trade with you guys and day trade and do all that stuff and, hey, make some money. Hey. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you guys tomorrow.